Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Temptress. We are back with Virtue's Last Reward. Where we last left off, we had gotten the last bomb code. We also got our ending. I didn't know that was a thing, but it is surely a thing, as you see our beautiful face over there. And we are actually going to jump. I saved it here, but we're going to jump. Um, oh, we can't do this yet because we need the ID. Well, maybe we can do it. Maybe. Let's see. Skip. Alright, let's see if we got the ID. I'm assuming the first gate that it mentions is like the first key that it mentions is the ID. So GTF GTF DML 016. Alright, password. Alright. MILAIVOLI. What? How is that not right? Okay, what if I do MILKIVOLI and then GTF DML 016. Okay, I'm gonna change that 0 to an O. GTF DML 016. Password being MILKIVOLI. Okay, doing it, switching it around again. MILKIVOLI. GTFDML 016. Okay. Okay, we gotta jump then. We gotta jump again. Actually, we could do this one. Should I do the bomb? What am I asking? Let's do the bombs real quick, because I already have this started. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that one. Alright. We got bomb 3. Alright. L X Q L H C N M R. Awesome. Alright, we got bomb 3 done.
Good job. It worked.
Yes, it did. Whew. I sighed and wiped what felt like a bucket's worth of sweat from my forehead.
So, you knew the password after all. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess I
You
did.
heard it in another history?
Yeah.
Just what happened in that other timeline?
We died. Dio died, then we all exploded.
Never mind. We don't have time for that. How much longer?
18 minutes.
Good. We've still got time.
Plenty of
Come
it.
on, let's go. We've still got 2 more. The number 2 bomb is next on the list.
So we're heading to the control room?
Right. No time to waste. Oh, and
Okay.
don't forget the input device.
You're right. And then she was gone. I hurriedly disconnected the device from the bomb and chased after her. This making me nervous. I don't like when I feel rushed, because then I feel like I have to talk faster, because then I feel rushed. Even more rushed. Alright, so we deactivated number 3, now we gotta deactivate number 2. And then we're gonna have to deactivate number 1 next. And then we gotta find the 0 bomb. I don't know where the 0 bomb is. Apparently she doesn't either. What bomb is this one? It says number 2, right? Yes. Pan.
You got it?
Yeah. Right here.
Hook it up.
Right. Righto. Done.
Okay. Hurry it up. Plug in the password.
Done. Hey. What the hell?
Calm down. You probably just typed it in wrong.
No way. I'm sure I did it right.
Try it again.
It's a different bomb. You gotta have a different password. Yeah, nothing. That password's no good.
Then it's different. All 3 bombs use different passwords.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Shit!
I slammed her foot against the locker, her face uncharacteristically twisted by anger and frustration. Don't worry, I know this one too.
What the hell are we gonna do? Try and remember it. Did you see or hear anything in another history that could be a password? A different password?
Yes, I have them all here. You mean like a different history from the other one I remember?
Yeah, you figured it out there. You just can't remember it very well right now. Remember what happened with the last bomb? This one is just like that.
Girl, I need you to stop yelling at me. You make me nervous. Another history. Another history. Password. Do I know what it is? Can I remember it? I have to. Yep. Oh yeah, this is a 2 bomb. Alright, 2 is EQD. EQD. DYR. DYR. NTK. NTK. Awesome.
Damn, this is crazy. So you did know it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't scare me like that, alright?
Come on, it's not like I was hiding it. I just couldn't remember it at first, then it kind of just floated up. Or maybe it drifted down.
Whatever. Point is, we disarmed the thing. Amazing.
You sure don't sound very amazed.
Okay.
Why were you on backwards?
That just leaves us with the last bomb. It's
It's in the garden.
Right. Let's go take care of it while you're on a roll with these things.
Ugh, you make it sound so easy.
Don't just stand there.
Oh, the last one's in the laboratory.
Let's go!
She spun around and she was gone. I gripped the input device tightly and headed off after her. The garden. Pan.
Finally. The last one.
Yeah.
How many minutes left?
9.
It's okay. We can still make it. Just stay calm, all right? You have the input device?
I do. Yeah, there we go, connected.
Okay, go. We've done this twice already. Do you really need a third pep talk?
I know, right? You want me to remember another
Exactly.
password, yes.
What else would I be talking about?
But,
Don't sweat it. You did great the last 2 times. I'm sure this one will be a cakewalk. 3rd time's the charm, right?
that's, not really how that's used. I'm just worried that that lightning's not gonna strike twice or thrice in this case,
No,
I
I
guess.
think mine still works. There's nothing to suggest the 1st and 2nd times aren't charmed, too.
I guess
Whatever.
so.
Just do it. You're the only person who can.
What about you? You can jump to other worlds too, right?
Yeah, but I can't remember things as well as you, all right? I'm doing the best I can, but either I haven't seen the stuff you have, or I just can't remember it. Maybe we've been going to different worlds. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll give it a
I'm
shot.
counting on you.
Alright, this is number 1. Come on, lightning can't strike twice, or even 3 times. You can do it. Remember, Sigma, you did it before. You did it twice before. There's nothing. You're a champion. Come on. Go, little rock star. Pull open the door to your memories. This one is BQZ, RGJ, DXR. Yes. Yes! Suck on that, Dio, you arrogant son of a bitch. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah, that feels good. I haven't felt this satisfied in ages. It's like my whole brain is just swimming in endorphins. I feel like it's just going to melt and dribble out my ears. This is, without a doubt, what heaven feels like. Honestly, I feel like I could fly right now. Hell, I almost wish there was another bomb so I could feel this again. Isn't this great? Bye. Okay, what's going on? You're really harshing the vibe here. Would it really kill you to smell? We just saved everybody. No, also not that I need it or anything, but it sure would be nice to get a thank you or something. Oh, thank you, Sigma. You're the greatest. You're so awesome. I'll dress up in that swimsuit for you just like I promised. I mean, just a swimsuit thing would be fine, really, but... Are you even listening to me?
I am. You said you wish there was another bomb, right?
Well, I mean, I don't really...
I hope you're happy. You're going to get your wish.
What?
I remembered something too. Just a glimpse. We must have confronted Dio about the bombs. I'm not sure how, but we got him to tell us about them.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also bomb number 0.
I felt a cold shiver run down my spine. Suddenly I remembered it too. I'd heard Dio say those very words in the Floor B warehouse. No. No way.
Looks like you remember it too.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
4 minutes. Shit. We got 4 minutes.
Well, hurry up. We need to get to the 0 bomb.
Right. I yanked the input device out of the bomb and turned to chase after her. What are you just standing there for? Go, show me where the bomb is. She doesn't know.
What? Are you telling me you don't know where it is? You have got to be kidding me.
How the hell would I know where the bomb is? Oh shit. You don't know. She bit her lip and nodded. Damn it. What the hell are we supposed to do now? We can't deactivate the bomb if we don't know where the damn thing is.
Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think, Sigma. There has to be a clue somewhere. Pretend you're Dio. You need to hide the bomb. Where would you hide something important?
Hide something important.
Right.
Hide. If I was Dio, where would I hide? Ah, yeah, I need a save. Ooh, I could really go for a PB&J sandwich right now. That sounds delicious. Yeah. It's because I don't know where he hid it. Like, I know we found a bomb in the lab, but I don't think the lab is open this round, this branch. So let's try this one. How come I don't have the ID to this one? Alright. We're gonna rip off our arm.
What?
What's gonna happen?
Sigma's...
And Dio, you...
I caught it. Okay. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right, of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Sigma! Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First
9 minutes. Once the supper was, about 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Huh. Gave a raspy, quiet laugh, even in, Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinging desperately to how could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, had a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. Think. Brain blast! There we go. Right there.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it.
I
The
jizzed
structure
in
of
my
the
pants.
bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
What the hell was that? I have cybernetic arms? It's both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloy bones with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin. But I had no idea why. Nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remember having, had been replaced. In that flash of Luna I'd seen, I was certain it had never happened. Those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. I called up on all the strength I had left and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
Then hurry up,
Hey.
then.
Don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, What do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. Go. You had to get outside and call for help.
But
Do you think Dio will? If he's the only one who gets out of here, there's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on. It's making me nauseated.
I understand.
Great. Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
Phi began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. Curious to know what's gonna happen.
The number 9 door. It will.
It's been fun. Peace.
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already, but... Just UK.
Huh?
As Dio turned to look at me, I crouched. Then, calling on every last bit of strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself toward him like a coiled spring. I slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankle before he could get back up.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let go!
Nah. He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, it didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Dio began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight through the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he had crawled across the threshold and beyond the door.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let go! The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
Huh. Alright. See you later, Dio.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
No, I'm going to live.
The number. This thank you. As the escape, please.
The announcer's voice grated at the inside of my skull. I felt tired, so very, very tired. I felt my eyes flurry closed, and then nothing. We're in the infirmary.
Sigma! Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant... the infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
You
Well,
guess?
I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you, but I was in the AD room. That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Whoa. And after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9.
Yes.
So where is he now?
on the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay? I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I looked down at my left hand. Or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Said there was a stub, wrapped in white gauze. I told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me. But I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Oh yeah. That's
I'm
Quark.
right here.
Quark. Man, I'm glad you're alright. Feeling better?
Yep. Thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
Yeah, by sacrificing my own. It seemed they'd shared stories while I was asleep. Everyone knew now how I'd made a deal with Dio, and about the journal we found with the Latin in it. Clover and Phi seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah. Phi and I have already gone over it, but I'll explain what I noticed. 1. If we were in a shelter for uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Because of Dio. Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all of those measures, it didn't seem likely. 2. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what happened. First we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. 3. We didn't know why Zero had put us in the nonary game. If we were survivors he wanted to protect, then why try to kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Honestly, that would also make sense. What on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
What?
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean. That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Adam's analysis confirmed it. But what if the Adam is lying? If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it up?
No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
What do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point. That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up, right?
Yeah.
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Yep. Repopulate. Looked around and did a quick inventory. Luna, Phi, Clover, and Alice. 4 women, an old man, and a kid. That meant I was the only young, fertile male. Repopulation, huh? That didn't sound so bad. If that was the case, maybe there wasn't any reason to escape. If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling with a deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on Earth. Or was it?
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again?
Maybe.
It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8.
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Yeah, you're right. We never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe she wasn't murdered.
Huh?
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6 and killed herself?
We didn't find a knife or any kind of weapon in the AV room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else. And then someone carried her in there.
What? That's ridiculous, but, I mean, he's got a point. There was no bloodstain on the ground.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure, okay. We looked down at the body of the old woman. Phi was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman and her clothes. I just stood there. Even if she was dead, no, especially because she was dead, it didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, Phi suddenly stopped. She pulled something from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out toward me. Akane Kurashiki. Oh! What? Oh! Oh my god!
Looks like an ID card for this place.
I'm sorry, what did the lock say? A card?
Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Huh. Looks like her name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki. Ever heard it before?
Nope. You?
Yes, Clover has. So has Alice. No, anything on the back? Jumpy doll! Okay. Kurashiki. PW. Jumpy doll. Huh. There's something written here. It says Jumpy doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy doll is a password of some sort.
What the hell does that mean?
It's me.
It looks handwritten. She must have put it on here herself, so she wouldn't forget
Yeah.
it. We were still looking the card over when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room. Yeah.
Alice! What's wrong? Alice!
Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
Phi and I turned around and gasped. Oh, yeah, 'cause she didn't get it. She's still sick.
Damn it!
We ran to the other end of the room and skidded around the partition. Yep. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. The look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. Oh. She looked just like Quark before he went insane, but that meant...
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel up high in the air, then driving it down toward her heart. What happened? What? What? That better not be the end. Ah! The Quark end. Oh my god. Okay. Now we can go this way. Okay? And then we'll find out where the Zero Bomb is. I didn't know I needed all that just to fucking do it. Okay. It was hard to determine which branch I needed to go to. Alright. Kurashiki. Jumbi. Doll. What? It literally said the password was Jumpy Doll. Her name was Kurashiki. Kurashiki. Password. Jumpy Doll. What? Hold on. Okay. Yes, I went and looked up a fucking walkthrough. What I don't get is... It's supposed to be GTF. DML 016. Okay. And the password is MILKEVOLI. Why didn't that work last time I did that? I'm so frustrated because you guys even saw when I did this the last time that I put the password in, and I put it 2 different ways. Like I wrote it out exactly like that. GTF DML 016 MIL. Oh, it was KEV. I put KIV. What? Hold on. I'm jumping because I need to see why.
If you see MIL.
I did. It is KEV. Okay.
OLI.
Okay. That was my mistake. Okay, sorry. I will do it again. My bad. So I was like, I put it in correctly. What happened? I put I instead of E. I don't know how that happened. Okay. GTFDML 016. Sorry, everybody, that I'm just incompetent. MILKEVOLI. Hi. Come over here.
What's wrong?
I got in.
What? How did you figure out the login?
I didn't. I don't know. I just knew it.
What the hell do you mean you just knew it?
Exactly what I said, lady. I just knew it means I just knew it. You gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my name.
Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this.
Yes, it does. You sure? It might.
What?
I don't. Sorry. Look, just forget about that. Come take a look at this.
Sure. Fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here. Why do you know how to log into this computer?
We jumped together. Are you even listening to me? I jump, you jump. We continued to yell at one another for several more minutes. But no matter what Fi asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. Eventually, she seemed to give up.
Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying.
Damn right I'm not.
And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
I gave her what she'd asked for. GTFDML016. Her search returned several files, and after examining them for a moment, Fi opened one. Golem unit details. Are these product specifications for a golem?
Looks like it.
A golem's ID?
Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do.
That's a stretch.
Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Luna? Luna?
Yeah.
Why is there a picture of Luna in this file?
There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
So she is a robot. I had a feeling that's why she felt so alone. ABT.
There's this special artificial biological tissue, what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes it look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you.
Yeah, because even my arms look real.
Right in the middle.
I see.
He was trying to tell us that we had someone in our midst.
Luna was a golem, and DML016 was her product ID.
That must have been what Golem was trying to tell us when he was stopped. But why? Why would Luna be in the game? It's a test.
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
That's why she always chooses Ally. I knew there was a reason why she always chooses Ally, because she can't betray. It's one of the rules. So you're saying she was sent here by Zero Senior?
Probably. Look, At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status.
Currently operational. Executing special mission? You think her special mission is to participate in the game?
Probably.
So why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? I think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? So wait, how did she die? Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or something? Like, cause she's dead in this route, right? I don't remember.
What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test? It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
So it's kind of like the Chinese room.
Yeah. Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say,
it's just a possibility, right?
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought.
Yeah.
Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
When did you figure it out? That she was a golem, I mean.
Right now. I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
You're lying. When I told you about what happened with Gollum in the pantry, you said something about how this might be the sort of like a Chinese game, the Chinese room.
I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Like you just knew it?
Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status?
Yeah, it says the same thing it did a minute ago. Currently operational. Executing special mission. Whoa. Wait, what the hell? Luna's dead.
You think robots die?
I was right. I was like, she's dead in this branch. Both her and Alice died. So she's just laying there.
She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
And she has no pulse because she's a robot.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh, shit.
All players, please enter your... If no vote is recorded before...
Of course. Luna's the one who opened the AB gate.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look.
What do you mean?
What are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
016?
And where have we seen that before?
She killed Clover! Oh! She killed Clover and Tenmyoji. No. No, I don't believe it. She's not supposed to be able to kill. Are you saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Tenmyoji?
We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
Yes, the crew quarters, of course I remember. All of a sudden, Luna's right there. There's Alice. There's the gun, but no Luna. We were
yeah.
Why? Why with Luna?
And I trust him.
5 minutes remain.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Right. Off we go then. Who is even alive? Are Kay and Dio still alive?
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with...
Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Yeah, with her bracelet, there's 3 in this room. I stepped outside and set Luna's bracelet down and headed back into the AV room.
2 minutes.
Alright. I'll go ahead and hit the start button. Hold on. Hold on. This is crucial. Crucial. Okay. How many points do we have? I don't even know what our BP is at for this one. You
Yeah,
ready?
go ahead. Wait, Sigma.
Huh? Luna? Betray! Betray her!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Wait. What the hell is going on? Why is Luna here?
She's probably planning on participating in the game.
What do you mean she's gonna take the bracelet and go in one of the other rooms?
Yeah,
How's she going to vote?
betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
She's got 7 BP, right?
Yeah. Why are you asking, though? Her BP doesn't matter right now.
True, the bracelet's off her wrist.
Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Is she trying to keep us in? Then why is she doing
Isn't
this?
that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally.
Yeah, because then we would open the door. Okay, so we all have 7.
We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP. She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain.
Okay, so
9,
we hit betray.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And I trust him.
2, 1.
Shit. Oh. You know, we'll give her what she wants.
Round 3 of the results. Thank you, Ambidex.
I'm honestly curious to know.
Hey, Sigma! Are you insane?
Yes,
Why the hell did you choose ally?
because I crazy. Wait, we can talk about that later. Right now. She's gone. Where'd she go?
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then, did she not vote? There it is. There it was. I thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
Then she let the system vote ally for her?
I guess.
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Right, the results.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Are we the only ones alive? Dead, dead. Dead, dead. Ally. Ally. They all got penalized. Wow, that is a beautiful screen to look at. Alice is dead. Kay and Dio are dead. Tenmyoji's dead. Clover and Quark are dead. Wait, Quark wasn't dead, was he? He doesn't have his bracelet though, that's for sure.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Wait, hold on. There wasn't there a route about like about is it this one? It was this one. Okay. Never mind. Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically. And the other 6 got penalized. Here are some more AB game rules for you, yes. Then again, 5 of them are already dead. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but...
Huh.
Alright. What do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave?
What? You're kidding, right? Weren't you the one who kept going on about how Quark's still alive? I can't just run off and leave him here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
And Luna too, right?
Luna.
I think it'd be best if we kind of avoided Luna right now.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round star keys are...
Fine, I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. I was a magenta pair just like before, but Phi had changed to red solo. Didn't really matter though. Both of our bracelets showed the number 9. All we had to do was open the number 9 door and we'd never have to play another AB game again.
Alright. Quark comes first. Let's go.
She spun around and headed for the cyan door. I followed on her heels. You guys have to be careful because Luna's there. Oh, that's right. Not Phi. Dio and Kay were in the, they were in the place, the rec room, dead. Yeah.
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Yes. According to the map, that's the door to the bottom. There's a lever on that thing in the middle, right? We pulled it, but it only opened one of the doors. Well, there's 2 doors open now. What about it?
Take a look. See the lock?
Open?
Yeah.
Who the hell opened it, and how?
There's only one person who could have opened it.
Luna.
Alright, let's head in.
Okay. What the heck are these things?
I think they're treatment pods of some sort.
What, mint pods? Even as I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of deja vu when I looked at them. Suddenly I realized I knew exactly how to operate the pods. It's a strange and unsettling feeling, as if somewhere deep inside was a version of myself that I didn't actually know.
One of them is lit up.
The one on the left, is it being used?
Glass is all fogged up.
Oh, hold on. I can't really see inside. Let's crack it open then.
Yeah.
Quark! Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse. Hold on. He still has the sickness. Wait, hold on. You guys are going way too fast. You're not thinking this through. You need the Accelavir. Pan.
This is it.
Quark's body bounced in my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pod's display had given us a little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he'd been given an anesthetic, which had put him to sleep.
Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
Is it really okay for us to just leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too?
What?
Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
But why?
Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh?
016.
And what's that the same number as?
The last 3 digits of Luna's product ID.
Where did we find the old woman's corpse?
In the AB room that Luna came out of.
And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted.
That means any alibi she might have for not being able to move that crane is worthless.
Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
To keep her quiet.
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive. But look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
A robot may not injure a human being, or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Is she just a bunch of metal and plastic? Okay, you're right. Let's get out of here.
Damn, don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready?
You don't have to ask me. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
And then Luna comes rushing. Hold on! You need the Accelavir! With a heavy labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. And as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Fi slipped through it. I followed her through, Quark still cradled in my arms. side was a massive lift platform, like the kind used to move industrial cargo. Fi turned to face me, and I shoved Quark into her arms.
Huh?
Before she could respond, spun around and ran. What?
The number 9, it will read.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here!
Sorry, Fi. There's something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
No! You don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
Wow.
The number this end. Thank you. As the game escape, please.
I had no regrets. I do. In fact, with Fi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. Alright, time to go. Moon is waiting. Watch her not be there. That'd be hilarious. Luna, I knew you'd be here.
You knew?
Oh, right. We haven't talked here in this one, huh?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history?
What?
I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial in the bottom.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
The rules of robotics. Alright. I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
Her left arm had blood splatter all the way up to the elbow, except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? I guess a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood splatter on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, it's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed her.
Then why are you so sure?
Because he confessed. What? After his bracelet reacted to the luminol, I confronted him.
Alright, fine. You caught me, I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen?
In a different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
What rules? I hope you're not going to try and bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Let's say that Incident P happens, and after that, the timeline splits into Timeline A and Timeline B. I don't think it's unfair to base a theory on Timeline A on information I found in Timeline B. At draw, A and B both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you'd end up back at Incident P. Now, if I could change what happened with Incident P by visiting Timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different story. I don't know that it'd be unfair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principle of causality. I'm sure that Dio killed the old woman. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the nonary game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why you would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. But the fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AV rooms. And that someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AV room and came out on her own. Somehow he managed to get close enough to stab her. He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he wouldn't get any blood on himself. And as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. No, wait, actually, probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used the handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AV room and its neighbor. He probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have put it somewhere else. After that, he headed back to the AV room that the woman had left. Quark would have still been fast asleep, so as far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murderers. Well, actually, one of them probably isn't a murderer.
What do you mean?
Talking about Alice. Pretty sure she committed suicide.
All of humanity is gone. Adults, children, everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather...
She'd been infected with Radical 6. I think that infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she'd found in the warehouse after the AV room moved and exposed it. She took it with her and then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Next are Clover and Temioji. First question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left, 016. If you think about it, though, it doesn't make sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuff. That means she would have had to write with her right hand on her right thigh. I feel like it would be really hard to do that, you know? Why not just use your left thigh? The thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and this got transferred to the right thigh. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016, it was Dio, like I said. She was trying to write Dio. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. I told you, first time going through there, I was like, Dio did it. And now about Kay and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. Here's how I imagined it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with luminol. We found the bottle in Kay's robe. He wouldn't have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, bracelet. My guess is he decided to take preemptive action. When we found their bodies, the lights in the Red Room were on. Maybe Kay turned on to switch the light off, and Dio took the opportunity to attack him. Kay was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. He probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. Then he died. So that accounts for all 6 bodies, none of them your fault.
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well...
Theories.
Theories.
Yep.
Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. I just... Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place.
Exactly.
How can you trust a machine?
Because you're a machine. That's why I trust you. I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons.
Have you ever heard of the 3
Yes.
A robot with... Sigma.
I have to ask you. Can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. There was a long pause. Luna stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Game, I have been holding the need to go to the bathroom for so long. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay. Eventually reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, and just like last time, I lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them.
Oh, I know.
How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door.
Told you.
Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
That doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds more like he just walked in. Yeah.
Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily. But that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
So they brought him here?
In a way. Because his
why? presence
was an important part of Zero's project.
What? What project?
I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever.
Aw.
Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay?
I don't really want to.
Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
Okay, so why did he come here?
To make sure Zero's project failed. His first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms.
5th and 6th?
Counting from the left in their original placement.
In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room, and the one next to it would be the 5th.
Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off.
Oh.
Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her.
Yeah, because she would have helped her.
All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Wait, if Zero Jr. controls everything, then he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
Then who moved the old woman?
Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why did you do that?
Because I was ordered to.
What? Yeah, so the body wouldn't be discovered. It was like Zero Jr. wanted the
Luna,
theatrics.
listen to me very carefully.
Oh. I think this is Akane.
As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the Nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern.
Hold on.
Your only concern is to follow your orders.
She infected us with Radical 6? So Quark and Alice were only infected because of her? And none of us got infected because we have good genes?
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yes.
Good. Now,
I don't like that kind of
I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter, the 6th AB room.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
Yes.
I don't really like how she talks for like she's beneath her. Like, I understand that she's a robot and everything, but like, come on, lady.
After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake. So I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility.
And you saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes. It was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out.
I think she did it on purpose, in all honesty.
I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
Yeah, I bet. I think I understand. Everything you did because you'd been ordered to?
Yes.
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders? Then is she Zero Senior?
No.
What? Oh no, it's the dude. What? But if she gave you the orders...
She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
There was someone else?
Yes.
And that person is Zero Senior?
Yes. They worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose, technically, my orders came from both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were both controlling Zero Junior, too.
Mm-hmm.
I told you before that Zero Junior moved the 6th AB room.
Yes.
Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will.
Yeah.
They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me.
But why?
I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
If they didn't want people to suspect you, then why they have them move the body in the first place? Eventually we'd figure out that the room had been moved and that she was in your room.
Then maybe they wanted the opposite. Maybe they wanted you to suspect me.
That doesn't make sense either. They wanted people to it's so they wouldn't know she's a robot. Why move the room?
You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like Alice?
Yes.
Yep.
Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Dio would hide the knife there?
Yes, I think so.
Well, how could they know that?
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Wait, you're listening to us in the security office? Hold on.
Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
You were watching through the security cameras.
Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Because of your orders?
Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
Well, hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in the fight. I get that part. What I don't understand is why it did anything to you.
Because I'm a golem?
Yes.
One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
Oh. That's why you died? To keep up the facade that you were human?
No. I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again.
To make it seem like you had died.
He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
How can you be sure?
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
You mean the defibrillator?
Yes.
That uses an electric shock to restart the heart, right?
Correct.
So that was why she left?
Yes.
At 0 hours 11 minutes 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio.
Dio?
Yes. I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past.
And he just watched her go by?
Yes. I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing. But he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
At 12 minutes, Dio enters the room.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Yeah, I bet.
It didn't take him long to get over it, though.
Of course not. Wouldn't imagine it would. What did he do then?
He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
Right? Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door.
Yeah,
Right?
but he couldn't find it.
Of course. If I had already taken it by then.
Yes, but there was something else he wanted to do too. He was there to take the knife.
I know.
Removing it was gruesome.
Why did you want the knife? Was it because he used it to kill the old woman?
No, I don't think so.
Then what do you think? I think it's
I
self-defense.
think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade.
What?
That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't you want anyone to see that?
You remember what it said?
No.
There was a word engraved on the blade.
Oh, Myrmidons. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
What does Myrmidons
it's
mean?
the name of the organization he belongs to.
What is it? Like a club or
I
something?
don't think so.
Well, what is it then?
I don't really know.
No
I'm
idea.
afraid not.
Moving on. Wait, wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was doing?
Yes.
Then, he failed. Wouldn't that mean that he's on our side? No.
I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
He's on his own side. You got a point. Damn it, this is ridiculous. I guess this enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yes. Keep going. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through what she belonged to Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He was probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was when we found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it. At least as far as Luna could tell.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight.
The fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed it at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up. Temyoji.
Dio, what the hell are you doing? None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Wow.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
He let out a yell and leapt toward Dio. The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with the knife. Temyoji caught Dio's hand with a grunt. And for a moment the two men struggled. Then as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wound Temyoji gave himself with the knife didn't do him any favors. He put up a valiant fight, but with a roar, Dio threw him off, and Temyoji collapsed on the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this?
You guys can be together forever.
How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Nothing.
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you going to beat us to death or something?
Ugh, no. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
So I'd say you've got 25
sorry.
minutes until they close.
You got
Give or
20
take.
some minutes until the primary white doors open. So they close, give or take, yeah.
If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well,
We'll be penalized.
Yep.
exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors.
Yeah.
So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floorview warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
25 minutes passed and no one came. Of
Yeah.
course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
You mean me, Fi, and Kay, right?
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Yeah. Kay had told us about you. We also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
The anesthetic, right?
Yes. Almost immediately, they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes.
What a coincidence that it looks like 016 mirrored.
As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with luminol, and then while his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Nice. Nice going, Dio. Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him, so Kay turned around and stabbed Dio with his spear. And I guess that's when we found them.
Yes.
When did Kay get to luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the... Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there.
Yeah.
Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
And that was when he found the luminol.
Right.
Ooh, this is a long ending. Well,
That's
it's more
everything that
story.
happened.
Like, we look like it's all story.
Do you have any questions?
Puns. Well, what do you think? Does a bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
But why did Tenmyoji have Quark's bracelet?
I told him where it was.
When?
Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Fi and Tenmyoji?
Yeah? When he sprayed us with luminol, right? Sure, I remember that.
Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji. The center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
That was the treatment room, right?
Yes,
Where Quark was sleeping?
right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Out of relief,
Yes. The display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
right? Where was Quark's bracelet off?
I took it off.
How?
Aluminum foil.
What? You mean the stuff from the crew quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
Yes. That's why in the movie Signs they wear it. What?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electric. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always.
So you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic wave your heart sends out?
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
And the bracelet thinks your heart has stopped?
Yes.
Holy shit. It was that easy all along.
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait. Why was Quark in the pod to begin with?
Oh, that's easy. I
I
put
put
him
him there. Yep. When did you do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
So you carried him to the treatment pod?
Yes.
Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center too?
No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
So it was Zero Jr.?
That's right.
He reactivated your body too, right? Man, I don't get any of this. Why the hell did you do that? Guess it wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Senior and the old lady told him to do? Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. So are you going to tell me?
Tell you what?
Isn't that obvious? Tell me what this project is. Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So why were we brought here?
To play the nonary game.
And why were we supposed to play the nonary game?
That was part of the project.
Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How does she get infected?
Zero Senior and the old woman did that.
Why?
It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally killed me.
Then what?
I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you're saying Clover and Tenmyoji died for this project.
Yes.
Well, actually, if it was the tuberculin that killed them. But they were only injected with it because of their bracelets. And they were only wearing those bracelets because of the nonary game. If the nonary game was part of the project, then that's one more way it killed them.
I guess. If you want to look at it that way.
No, what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Then if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill her?
So that he could pose as one of the participants.
And why did he do that?
To disrupt the project.
Then why did she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
people died here. 4 of them were murdered, one way or another, by Dio. At first that makes it look like Dio is the reason they all died. That's not true, is it? All of them, all 6 of them, they all died for this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? Yeah, because not Alice, the old lady wouldn't have died had they not lured Dio in. Please, Luna, tell me. What is this project about? Who is the old woman? Who is Zero?
Sigma,
Yes.
would you hug me?
What? Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. I swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
Yep. I love hugs. Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. Hey, she's breaking. Luna? What the hell is going on?
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber. But after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Okay. I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could.
You believed in me this whole time.
Yeah.
Even though I look like this?
Yeah, of course. I trust you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice.
Ah, my heart.
But I think my time is up.
What?
I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember?
Yeah.
The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr. and I hacked it.
Oh my god. What?
Yes. That was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was?
She told me what the
If
old
I
lady
had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kay and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other.
Oh my god.
That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself, and I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders.
No.
But I didn't.
Oh my god.
That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared.
Of what?
I was afraid to die.
But it wasn't gonna be a true death.
Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad.
Yeah.
Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey.
So you're being
You
terminated.
lose access to your body, of course.
You're being
But
terminated.
everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
No. What? Wait, are you saying?
Yes.
Now because she broke the rules. Now he's gonna be here all by himself.
Very soon now, I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
So I kind of stayed. I got more information, but I kind of stayed for no reason. What? Why?
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
No, you don't. Oh my god, she's falling apart. No. No, you don't. And if you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
Luna! Luna! It's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine, I promise. Just please don't.
I'm sorry. My time's up. At least I get to die in your arms.
Luna!
Thank you.
Wow.
Sigma. And goodbye.
Well, that was horribly depressing. Doctor? But she couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. Wow. With one last quiet chime, the music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. That was a very long end, but a very good end. Okay. So we got the information. Wow, that was a lot. That she knows the facility. Okay. We're gonna do this route real quick. And by we're gonna do it real quick, I'm gonna jump here, save here.
2
jump
minutes
here,
remain until
save here,
polling closes.
and I'm gonna end it here because I've been recording for 2 hours just for this one part. Like, just her talking took so long. But if you liked the video, leave a comment down below. But what you thought of the video and her ending in particular, I mean, I was shocked. If I had any emotions, I would have cried, honestly. Because that was so sad. That was a very sad ending. Um, so, and if you want to see more videos that I've done, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and go subscribe and then view the channel. My bad. I can English good, okay? But I'm gonna end it here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!